It's a rainy day here in Atlanta. It's cold. And I thought it might be cool just to take a minute and talk about some of the lies that musicians we like to tell ourselves. So the first one, for example, being, I'm the best and I know everything. False. You're not the best and you don't know everything. Actually, there's a good chance there's a lot that you could learn, just like the rest of us. It actually takes a lot of the pressure off when you don't have to be the best. I know some musicians that are just exhausted because they're always comparing themselves to other people. Like I was watching the Beatles documentary Get Back, which is awesome, by the way. But there's a part in there where George Harrison is like talking about how he thinks Eric Clapton is like way better than him at some things musically, and I was just like, man, this is George Harrison. He's amazing. He's legendary, and he's dealing with this too, right? So I think it'd be cool if all of us just were okay with not being the best and just worked on being the next best version of ourselves. It sounds cheesy, but I think it's true. Just take the next step for you. And I think this whole musical progress thing will be a lot more enjoyable. Okay, the second lie musicians we like to tell ourselves is, I'm the worst. You're probably not the worst. There's actually probably a lot of people way worse than you. Or maybe you're a total beginner and you really feel discouraged. That's okay. It takes guts to try and learn an instrument. Or maybe you're intermediate and you feel exhausted because there's these people that are so amazing out there. Look how far you've come, okay? Stop beating yourself up. You're not the worst. You're probably not the best. We're all in the middle. Just work on the next step for you. It's going to be way better that way. Stop comparing yourself to other people. The next lie that musicians we like to tell ourselves is, once I have X, then I'll make Y. X being that new set of plugins that you want, or that new guitar, or that updated recording interface, or that camera, or whatever piece of gear it is that's holding you back from making something and putting it out there. Stop that. Okay? We all make excuses, especially with gear, and you're never going to have the perfect setup. There's always going to be something else that you want, okay? Don't let that hold you back from actually making the thing and putting yourself out there. So once you have X, then you'll make Y. Nope, just go ahead and make Y. You've got this. Okay, the fourth lie that musicians we like to tell ourselves, I'll share it when it's perfect. False. It's never going to be perfect, right? How many of us have something on our hard drives right now that we've never shared with the world because it's not done, or we don't think it's done? It's probably done. Or maybe like if you took this afternoon and spent a few hours on it, it would be done, right? Give yourself a deadline for a project and get it out and share it with the world. You have to. If you wait for it to be perfect, then you're never going to share anything. And if you never share anything, then no one's going to know who you are. Okay? So take the next step, share the art, share the thing you made, and move on to the next thing. And the last lie that musicians we like to tell ourselves is, I need to prove something with the music that I'm making. Something being, for example, how clever I am, or how technically proficient I am, or how impressive I am. Those aren't bad things, but you don't have to prove that to anybody. I think it'd be way cooler if you used those abilities that you have as tools to be really, really honest and to make music that you actually believe. It doesn't have to be impressive. It doesn't have to be clever. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but make music that you really 100% feel and really believe, and chances are someone will hear that and they may be feeling the same thing and they'll connect with it. I think people tend to forget being impressed, but they remember how you make them feel. So I'd encourage you not to worry about proving anything to anybody. Just make the music that you honestly feel, and it'll probably be way better. So those are a few lies that I've told myself through the years, but I'm curious, what are some of the lies as a musician that you've dealt with? Chances are someone else is dealing with the same thing. So yeah, put it in the comment section, and hopefully it'll benefit all of us. I think this video, I know it's a little different, but I think it's hopefully going to be helpful for someone. I think it's been helpful for me. So just be honest and share what you're thinking. If you are trying to get to the next level with your bass playing specifically, I do have a resource that might be helpful for you. I have a video course on some fundamental bass things, and it's going to be available very soon. So if you're interested in that, I do have an email list in the description, and I can email you when it's ready. But aside from that, thanks for hanging out this week, and I'll see you on the next video.